Hello, hello, hello. How are you? I hope you're doing well. If you're watching on YouTube, you can catch us live at twitch.tv/talksabouttoo. And if you are watching on YouTube and you like to see, maybe leave a like, maybe leave a comment, maybe subscribe. And if you don't like to see, feel free to leave a dislike and tell me why. Either way, I hope you have a wonderful day, and let's get into this. Alright, let me check sound real quick. Be good. Alright. I'm just doing this today, and we'll just continue where we left off. Working on the interior of my base. Because that's what I can do. Woo. Alright. Now we've got time. So you can see last time we mostly finished off this hall. This is what's next. You know, maybe I should continue, make this a larger building thing here. It is a little small to be having like a whole bunch of villagers in. So we could just gather more deep slate. From the ancient city. And then just turn it into, maybe not even the ancient city, maybe we just go over here. And then we can turn those into the bricks. And be all good. Alright, we can also test it. How many mobs have spawned in here? It doesn't look like any. Looks like I've done good. My ability to light things up. So this is the last place we can kind of really go to. I think what I want to do is I want to come here. Because this is how we kind of head out anyway. Eh. Okay. Alright. So we can come down here, we can kind of clear things out a little bit too. Alright. Not really a base or anything, obviously. We're based upstairs, but it's a good place to kind of gather blocks. Oh, I completed a quest. Complete. It's not that one. Oh. Huh. Things I don't need. Well, I mean, that's the thing. Um, Oh, here comes a zombie. Let's try to figure out what's going on, Mr. Zombie. I mean, obviously we can't go that way at the moment, so there's that, but I can clear this away a little bit. I didn't actually light this up, did I? All the way back. Not that I really need to, because I don't care enough about it, but I suppose if I am down here, I should probably, right? I have carrots to eat while I'm down here. Yep. And then you just put one of these here. Voila. I did light up down here, right? Yep, all the way down. Now, there's a creeper down here. Boom. Huh. Yeah, I thought it was in game. I was like, that's a little loud. The cave sounds here right now, but you know, whatever. Alright, I'm gonna light this up a little bit further. Not enough to totally leave the area that I want to be in, but I just, one more spot. Oh. Do wonder what that spot is. We know it doesn't go there. Did I just get iron? I did. 8 whole pieces. Alright. Huh. There. Right. Interesting. I am gonna go down and around just a little bit. Ooh. We're going that way. Just enough to make sure we don't accidentally... Alright, so... I think we're pretty safe here a second. What are we looking at here? Okay, we're okay still. I'm here for this. Insanely satisfying. Gather. Alright. Hmm. Well, we keep going forward, I guess. Strange. Hmm. It's kind of cool, actually. Now, is this tough? Or it's deep sleep. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, I think I came into here from a different direction. Maybe. Alright. There we go. That's what I did. It just feels like it. Oh, we can at least collect the good stuff. Iron. There's a way. There's something up there. Ah. Seriously. Heal. Alright, so let's say we went to the... Yep, there we go. Also... This could be getting a little too far. Oh, we're still okay. We're still okay. Cool. Well... I guess that's that. Yeah. I don't think there's anything here I haven't been to. As far as this level goes. Well, it's almost day, so it's almost time to go back anyway. Alright, here we are. Where are we coming from here? That's fine. Alright, so for example, if I was to do this, that should actually block off the light. Or the lava, rather. Not that too frustrating, because obviously we're just gonna go down into the deep dark section here to look. Have I been here? Somehow. No, because that's lava. Well, before we go, I guess we could give our tools a nice quick repair. Well, the ones that can be repaired, but... Also give ourselves a nice big boost of... XP. I think that'll do. Hello, Chronix, how are you? Hello, hello. I hope you're doing well. That's good to hear, I think, if you're just chilling. You see you working on my Minecraft? Fair enough, fair enough. Yep, I hope the chilling continues then. Oh yeah, as you can see here, we have been working on a, changing of things here. Alright. And there we go. See. Let's just put the stuff away where it goes. There, da, 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 da. Alright. Rotten flesh here. Cat here. Bones here. Alright. That should be all of that. Did it go into this really? Not really. I do have stuff in here, but none of it's like from this last time. I just kind of collected it. Do I have a calcite spot? I think I do. I should make one though, because I do want to have a lot of calcite. Eventually. Alright, okay. Bones. Ring. Monster. Dude. Yeah, that goes there. Alright, and then rubble and gravel. And then this can go here. I think that's everything. I guess there's copper. There's more stuff. Well, it reminds me, I was gonna go down into the, I should go back down and do that. Let's go gather glowing sacks because it turns out one of our modded villagers sells or buys that. But first, let's go put this away. It goes over here. There we go. And then we can go down and go look for some glowing sacks. I could technically just jump. Yeah, we'll just go down this way. That reminds me, I think it's time to clear these out as well. There we go. Just gotta collect all the things we've got here. 24 is not bad. Thank you. I'm just coughing. Got the asthma. Alright, yep, I knew it. We've got some here. Ooh, I could go up top and get those. Do here as we go around. Hi. You're definitely not what I'm looking for. Alright, so how many did we got? 13. It's not bad. I don't know, let's see, that's just from not even really being around here. Yeah. Ironically, if I was to walk away and come back a second there, they would spawn back in. I'm not doing that for realsies, because that'd be a little weird, but... And we're just kind of turned around. Hello, Emma. How are you? I hope you're doing well. And hello, Menzel. How are you? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, I saw that. Let's see that. Fair enough. I'm glad to hear you're doing alright. Drawing is always fun. Alright, okay, we can go back upstairs. Yes. And, you know, I changed some things. You know, things are now a little bit more cleaned up here. That's what I finished up last time with. I need to do this up here. Yeah, it do be like that. And then I gotta clean this up, and then maybe I wanna... I don't know what. Probably wanna put a little table in here. And here. And then we wanna continue the wall down this way. So I'm gonna want to grow some holly trees today, I think. I need to sit first, though. Here, let's go make some emeralds. I just wonder what else this guy has. More trade. Oh, like one more trade. It's when he Yeah, I'll probably let me go to the next level. I found out that guy trades close quits for emeralds, so it's like, yeah, that's actually really convenient because you've got that one spot, like a couple spots down below that just they die so often that I could just kind of scoop up a whole bunch and voila, I've got like easy emeralds. Even easier than just getting the carrots. I should have checked that earlier. Alright. So we have this. I think we kept these here. I just didn't have any left because I had already put them all down for our lava farm here in the middle. Alright, I need holly trees, exactly. I need to put this away. I need this one. I wonder... Yeah, I want to try seeing what happens if we do 4. Because you never know, I might do something. Probably not, but you never know. Alright, let's just pick a spot. Perhaps here. Alright. Yeah, they're definitely separate. Never mind. I mean, that's what I was gonna say until the second here, in which they definitely are not. Well, I'll take it. Well, that did not work how I thought it was gonna. Yeah. I'll think still. What I'm gonna do after stream is gonna do what I forgot to do, keep forgetting to do, and I know I need to do probably. So boil some water, and I'm gonna have some horsetail tea. And that'll hopefully help some. So it always helps. And I always forget to do it when it gets this bad. But not till after stream. Okay. There we go. Boom. That should be enough to start with at least, right? I'm definitely gonna need a berry, drawer. Alright, what I'm thinking of doing is I'm thinking of having this like this, and obviously this like this. And just kind of doing that. That way it kind of looks okay. Then I do want to expand that as well, but this I definitely do think I'm going to just kind of repeat the formula. That way it looks somewhat like it's on, like, been done that way. Yeah. Okay, we're just gonna kind of destroy these a second. Where's this? Alright. Because I want to match both sides. And then what I'm thinking I might do is I might... There. Oops, I didn't do that right. That'll go there. Like that. And then... they're all asleep. That way it'll look matchy-matchy. They tricked me. They sounded like they were asleep, but they weren't. Yeah. I wanted to actually feel like it was, I don't know how to put it. Just, well... supposed to be that way, I guess. I'll do it that way. Alright. Kind of thing, because I want to, if I decide to put in houses on the other side, which I probably will. I need to grow more ebony as well. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I want to really look like it's supposed to be that way. Because it comes down the hall and everything. Like an actual, I don't know, structure. Rather than, now they're sleeping. A cave, I guess. Like, I want to still feel cave-like there's definitely, you know, obviously no windows and roofing and all that, but I don't know, I like the idea of it feeling more like it's just kind of a continuous hallway almost. It gives more vibes. Alright, definitely not gonna need more of that for the moment. Definitely not gonna need that. Don't need that, and not that. This. Yeah. Now. Not sure where my other hammer went that is not, that is enchanted. It's somewhere. But I don't know where, so I'm gonna enchant this. Yeah, I'll take it. I don't really need to be efficient, I just need it to work. Yeah. Alright, so... Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking of actually going back here. Match. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. We can kind of clear this all out. Nice and easy. Alright. Let's start having them on the other side as well. Hi. I need that. I did these, right? Yeah. Actually, let's do it like this. So we do that. Alright, yeah. Alright. we go. And there. Yeah, again, we have plenty more of this. Collect, and then just make it to the front, and then we'll grow some ebony, and then we'll have all this together to match everything else, and it will all be good. Well. Go. And this way it can be more properly expanded down the middle or down the side and all that once I alright, and then what we're gonna do here, since I have enough of this for now, put that in the wrong spot. No, that has to be the right spot. True, it is absolutely a villager tunnel. As it is meant to be. Clearly they need a home. But I mean, overall, this villager tunnel is very safe. Ironically. Which it definitely doesn't feel like it should be, but it is. Although I should probably put lights down here for a bit. So I can get the other blocks in. Boom. If I was to put the lights in these and give them some lights, that would be good, right? The question is, what do you want to do for lights? I want to change the ones I have, but I don't know what I want to change them to. Alright, okay. And we'll continue on this side as well. I kinda need to know how many I need, but... Alright, that's 12? And I'm thinking of expanding their home on the inside as well, so they'll have a really nice house, so they're... Let's say my breeding villagers, right? Or, well, I don't know, that's not the right... That doesn't sound right, but... They're the ones that supply my villagers. That's that. They deserve more of a house, don't they? Alright. Yeah, if they'd been smart, they would have been free, but they are not smart. So now their house can be expanded. Well, Actually, I just need to instead and fix that for real, because that doesn't look right. But I have the ability to fix it, as we have one singular fence. Yep, that's why they have to live in a tunnel. I'd rather be allowed to. I overall. You consider the fact that overall I have tried to have my villagers be able to live in a nice, safe environment. And I have given up. I don't know, I feel like that's a lot more about villagers than it does about my... You escaped, because... Oop. Of that. Alright, we'll fix that. Well, they won't be getting out. Not without me. I knew there was a reason that was like that. Well, I can make him a new house. Fence piece there. And then I'll fix the rest. Oh, we hit day 300! Okay. Yeah, I think the part of the problem with villagers, and this is where I kind of feel like, I do think they need an update, but I don't think they need to be nerfed. I think they just kind of need to be, well, their AI needs some buffing. The irony is they wouldn't be as likely to be locked in a little hole if they didn't do things like jump off a, foot, like, drop over and over until they die. Like, let's be real here. They shouldn't be dying. Something like that. I think that's the thing that's the most frustrating about them more than anything else. Is that you cannot, no matter what you do, they will most likely just collapse. Yeah. Exactly. I think that's the thing that to me, I could see fixing being a thing that would allow for, you know, more freeform. It's weirder that they don't even try to fix that kind of thing. At least to me. Because why not? Realistically, part of why people end up doing it is because, well, villagers are just so stupid that you just eventually end up going to the point of, you might as well. It's not really as much of a, like, you absolutely are definitively making this choice from the get-go because you just hate villagers. Make sure this isn't yeah, okay. Yeah. I mean, thank you so much, Vanilla World. I try. I do. I have. Not on this modded world as much, but I do eventually intend to let them kind of have some freedom here. It just doesn't kind of show right now. Because they're kind of locked up, but I kind of would like to have where once I'm done, I'll probably instead put it here, being the fence, and then they can come in and out. At that point, they'll also have their homes already situated. But it's the only way to handle it. And at this point, I really do kind of wish that there was more thought put into it. Or are there the problems? Rather than just trying to figure out ways to nerf them. It'd be better to have... And see, here's the thing. I'm not saying buff their trades. I'm not saying, like, do anything like that. I'm saying... fix their pathfinding. Really fix their pathfinding. They don't deserve their current life. I mean, fix the pathfinding. Fix pillagers. I'm gonna be honest. Pillagers are also a detriment. And I'm not saying this like they should just like, I don't know. How do I put this? I'm not saying like they should like remove pillagers, to be clear. I'm saying have some spawning conditions. Proper spawning conditions for the stupid things. Because as it is right now, the spawning conditions are just... Oh, hello, buddy. Wherever it feels like. Yeah, well, I think the sad part is that's probably how they do feel. But it's like... And I've said it before, and I'll say it again. They know there's a problem with pillagers, right? Because much like the Phantom, you can turn off pillager spawns. Or rather, pillager raids. Patrols, rather. Honey, what are you doing? If they weren't aware, then they wouldn't bother doing that. Which means they know it's a problem, but much like Phantoms, instead of fixing it, the band-aid solution is... Well, you could turn it off. And I know I'm someone who advocates for like just the options, but at the same time I do feel like that is a thing that's just like, if they know it's such an issue, if they know it's an issue, right? What have you done, buddy? What have you done? Well, no, I was just saying because I think I have to exit out and go back in and hope it works. No, he's not sitting on it anymore. He's basically just ensured that it's doing that now. Nani? I can't figure out why it's doing that. I would say it's like auto-moving, but that doesn't make sense. Because he didn't hit anything that would make that, like, trigger. At least not in theory. I might have to unplug the keyboard and plug it back in. Honey, you know, you're the thing that has made me cough the most. No, stop making me click things. Okay, he's definitely done something. What has he done? No. Go away. Let me a second. Which one is... are you? I hope you're doing well. No. What has he done? Okay, so what's in here? I'm glad to hear you're doing well. What has Suna done? I cannot make it stop moving. Honey, quit. I'm trying to look through what he's hit, yet he has broke things. But I can't figure out how. Honey, no. No. Yep. I tried replugging, that's why I'm checking here now. Thought maybe like something in here might have like something like for auto move, right? I know there are mods that do that, right? Honey, I can't see. What's in G? Nope, that's not it. I can't see half the time right now because he's like just literally trying to. Don't care about that. That's mini map. That's not what we need. That's world map. I don't know what he's done. I might try again, but honey, stop it. Can't be these. Can't be these. I mean, I literally exited out and came back in first, right? That's the thing that's so weird. I fixed it. Okay, I think I figured out what it was. I think he got the W key stuck. While I was hitting it, it wasn't, undoing. I got the idea to, like, push down and then just, like, jiggle it a little bit. And it worked. I wasn't initially going to. But I thought if there's no key, maybe that would be it. Because he does... He wiggles his little butt, right? Sometimes. His little kitty butt. And I thought maybe he did that. And it looks like I was right. Yep. And I know he's upset, but I'm not going to reward him too much. I did give him a little pet so he knew that he wasn't, like... Because I know he didn't do it on purpose, so I did make sure he knew he wasn't in trouble, but it's like beyond that, it's like, nope, you're not getting extra pets. Well, I figured this out. Just enough to be reassuring that no, I'm not a bad cat. Or, desiring attention when he really shouldn't be getting attention. Because he don't need it. Even if he thinks he does. It's like, I love you, kitty, I do, but, like, no. You weren't invited. Alright, so then we have these like these. I'm gonna be honest, I'm waiting for the right cat to spawn. They look close enough to our bitty ones. The house cats. Anyway, should I be getting ready to be sent out on an adventure, Chris? Or am I allowed to just, like, do what I'm doing? I guess I'm safe because he's doing laundry. Fair enough. Well, I mean, that's fine. I just figured I'd make sure I'm not, like, about to be sent to the other side of the world before I'm ready. Rather, while I'm in the middle of doing this. Alright, and I just need a few more. I need, I think, 15 plus 3, 18. Because it happens, right? It happens. And here he comes again. As I need to understand that he's fair enough. Fair enough, I get it. I do. Fair enough. Well. Sounds like life. Anya, what are you doing? Hmm? What you doing? Demanding little critter that you are. Alright. Ba 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 ba. Fair enough. Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly how Kitty is feeling. He's just like, come on, pay attention to me. And I'm just like, I'm working on things, cat. I'll give you cuddles later. And maybe... Well, nothing chicken flavor, nothing chicken, but like maybe something snacky. Most definitely something snacky. Although, in reality, he got something before stream as well. His demands are most likely because he finished off his dish stuff. He so desires and loves. He doesn't need more. Yeah. Realistically, I think that's the bigger thing for him. Is it's not the attention itself. He could care less about that. But he thinks that he can get some food. Although he has food. He has food in the dishes out here. He has food in the dishes in my room. Yep, I know he needs attention. I try to give him attention. Problem is, his clock seems to be off by about 2 hours. So he demands attention when I am trying to sleep. Yeah. Nah, he loves getting hugs and stuff. And I mean, the real answer is it's more along the lines of, basically, I mean, I think I've mentioned before, but he's the runt of his litter. We got all him and his siblings in the, because family friend basically had nowhere else to send them. And we took them. With the cat that was supposedly not pregnant. Or rather could not get pregnant because it had been spayed. Honest. And that vet was never used again. But yeah. And we ended up having to take them in early as well because their mama decided she did not want them. And effectively, you know, the next step with mama cats when they do that is they start trying to kill them. So they basically got abandoned by their mama cat when they were like less than 4 weeks old. And ended up in our house. Huh? No, not the pet owner. The vet. Like I said, the owner of the original cat was a friend of ours. Is a family friend of ours, right? And yeah, because they first basically the cat was showing signs of being in heat, right? And they were like, "Are you sure the cat has been spayed?" He's like, "Oh, yes, it's been spayed." Da 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 da. So you can let the cat out. He's just having like a reaction. Then the cat starts acting like the cat is pregnant, and they're like, "I thought you said the cat was spayed." He's like, "No, so the cat got dewormed like twice while I was pregnant with our kitties." And then yeah, the end result was, well, there were 4 little kitty cats that needed a home. And since my family lives on a farm here, we thought, oh, you know, Mom thought, oh, they'll be like mousers. That's the only way they're coming on into this property. They're very much not mousers. But they don't like going outside a whole lot. At all, actually. Like, you know, you would think it'd be torture keeping the cat, but no, it's torture for the cat or cats to go outside. Cats do not like that. At all. But no. It very much was a situation where they had no idea that the cat... Well, they suspected. But kept being basically gaslit that no, no, no. The cat is... It's your imagination. But we ended up with the kitties. But they do have health issues because of that to some extent. And he has extra issues because he was the runt. So, like, he has a floating rib, and he's got a crook in his tail. And stuff. And... that's how life goes. Like I said, they did not use that bed again after that fact. They went somewhere else and got the cat spayed after that. And never went back because that was just not acceptable. And then the cat ran away and they never got the cat back after that point. But that was a different issue. Yeah, he's a very huggable little beast. But... and a very manipulative little one. But I have to be careful picking him up and stuff sometimes. Like I said, he do have that rib. It's not as bad as when he was little. And I mean, yeah, there was just, that was how it kind of went. And then he fights with his sisters now, so we can't let him be with his sisters, because they're going to kill each other, literally. Problem being, because one of our cats may or may not only be female, one but you know... But he's an adorable little beast. He's got... I mean, he's got both stripes and spots, which is super cute. And he's got a little white tummy. Slash balls. Yeah. Realistically, he's probably... no, he's not the only one necessarily. But basically, you know, he's got such a cute little pattern. But I love little guy. It's just unfortunate that right now his schedule is off by several hours. And he doesn't like that I'm not following his schedule, even though I am. He's not following his schedule. But yeah, no, that was just how it went. And then we ended up with all the kitty cats. Which we were assured the cats won't be over 5 pounds. Their mama was a tiny little thing. They're gonna be small. Da 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 da. My runt of a cat, right, is an 11-pound cat, and he doesn't really that fat at all. So, yeah, he's a big boy. He's almost a foot standing on his... No, not chunker. When he's standing on his 4 paws, he's about almost a foot tall. He's just big. It didn't stop growing till he was like 4. And still has puppy paws, if you will, or kitty paws. I came in here for... Oh, wait, I remember. I suppose, yes. But he, yeah, he's just he's a big cat. That's more where we go with the whole... We were assured. The smallest one is around 7 pounds. 6 to 7 pounds. And none of them are fat, other than... Well, one of them is floopy, but none of them are really all that fat. Believable. The bigger the cat, the shorter the lifespan, typically. Unfortunately. But yeah, he's... I get it. But, yeah. It's that whole, we don't know... We know they're mutts. Our kitties. We know our kitties are mutts. They're tabbies. And if you were to look at them all sitting next to each other, you would not know that they're siblings. But they are. I actually kind of want to do some sort of pillar there. That way it'll feel more in line. There we go, and then we'll have a pillar there. And there. That should feel more comfortable. But yeah, no, our not so bitty little floofies are very much, well, I mean, they're cute. They're some ugly little beasts. And they once... they became absolute indoor cats because they, well, other than their delicate health, they're very good at catching little bugs and things, and they once caught a snake in the house. Yeah, that was most likely the Boona. And that is, you can say though from that picture, he's not a fat cat. He's just big. Which makes it very difficult when he wants love and attention, because he really and truly can stand in front of the entire screen as I'm trying to game here. That's my sister's cat. The Edge cat. She's a gray little poof ball. Like I said, all our cats are like, each cat looks like a different kind of cat. That's their sibling. The worst part for her cat is her cat doesn't really look fluffy. It looks like it's a lot shorter than it actually is, so it makes her cat look a little fat. It's very cute. Range. The two cats, her cat and my cat used to be best of friends until they tried to kill each other. Yeah. About 2 years ago. So for 7 years, they were the best of best friends, and then they just... Well... Unfortunately, my brother... No, my cat's a boy cat. Sunabuna is... He is very much a male cat. They're all fixed, though. He's the only boy. He's got his sisters. But he's alone. But yeah. It was because one of the other cats that we own is nearly pure black. Well, she's not really actually black. She's more like this absolutely deep burnt orange color. But will look black when the lighting's right. Unfortunately... Yeah. I believe it. They're most likely battling for dominance. I bet they also tried to lick each other's heads before fights broke out. I get it. Anyway, because of that, Mona, he's got his schedule, so he has to be with me almost 24/7. He gets like 4 hours of free time in the house. Or when, well, not even 4, like 3 hours while I'm asleep during the day. If I'm asleep during the day, kind of thing. Or not, but... Other than that, yeah, he has to be with me. He goes in my room. And then he comes out. And then he chills. It somewhat upsets him, but at the same time, he did it to himself. We've tried multiple times. We've just at this point given up. Reintegrating. But the two of them basically at this point just can't. I grabbed the wrong one. I kind of like this better though. Like, I'd rather just have him be able to be chill and loose, to be honest. It'd be easier on me. They'd be easier on all of us. That's not how they want to play it. I'm gonna put another one through there, and then that's gonna actually look probably pretty good. Then we can add a ceiling of some kind. Probably more of these. But that's life. Is he seeks a lot of attention and validation, and I don't mind it. It can be difficult because I cannot love on him 24/7, which is what he would honestly prefer. That's the real answer, unfortunately. But I do give him a lot of attention and love and all that. Really wouldn't be so frustrating if I didn't. Now would it? You gotta get more room, guys. Isn't that exciting? They don't care. Alright. But yeah, I do get that. The fight for dominance becomes annoying. Horrible. I'm just... Yep. You know, you would think the villagers would care. They're getting all this space. They'd at least try to move around in the area. But no. Well, sounds like Buddy's getting ready to go sleep in his favorite spot. A box. Yeah, you gotta love cats just like boxes. Yep. I mean, that's, I think, one of my biggest... I'm left with, there's things you could do. If they really care. About villager well-being. But they don't. Not really. I mean, let's be honest. The average Minecraft player cares more about villagers actually getting to have a nice home than Mojang. Which is a, well, shame. Because that honestly should not be the case. I know I'm saying this while I'm basically just making their house a little bit, very tiny bit bigger, but still, it's like, I don't have to do that, you know? I could just leave them in a hole. I don't like leaving them there. It feels kind of wrong, honestly. Yeah. If I'm being totally honest. And that is how I feel more than anything. I was just like, villagers really kind of, yeah. I do just think that they deserve some level of house. Honestly, yeah. And it's kind of annoying that the only real way to be able to give them any sort of house is to basically have to wall them into the house. If I didn't have to wall them in, I wouldn't. I know, I think that's really where I end up kind of going more and more when I play the game. Modern and vanilla, it's just like, so why don't we get to give them nice things? Like really? Why is it they don't get to have nice homes and stuff? Why can't I have a villager that can have furniture? A real chair. A real table. Some proper storage. Because, like, yeah. I just realized Chris resubscribed. I don't know if Chris is here, but thank you for the resubscription. It didn't go off on my phone. Yeah. And I just looked over and saw that it actually happened. So I'm sorry. Thank you. Thank you, Chris. But no, I think the kind of thing, it's like, so they... It's the kind of thing where it's like, so they're willing to make a chiseled bookshelf, right? Or a normal quote-unquote shelf. But only for, like, its redstone kind of things more than anything else. And, oh, well, you could store your books. Why not redesign the village a little bit so that they have these? You could find books. Make most of them be plain. And have one or two of them be something that's a nice book. I think that would be more appropriate in a village. The librarian thing than just the regular bookshelves. Heck, they could all be empty. It'd at least be something, though. And that's kind of, I think, I mean, in all honesty, it's just one of the many things that, well, Hytale does better. Not because it's, like, an amazing game, but because there's a logic to something like that. It doesn't just pretend that that's not a thing. Because it's inconvenient. Alright, I'm gonna want to readjust where everything is, I think. How far across is this? "12 across. Alright, so what we're gonna want to do... I mean, that's just it. It's like... It at least understands furniture isn't a bad thing to have. You can have a chair that you sit in or a bench or whatever. It doesn't have to be a stair that has, like, no use. You don't have to go through 15 different steps to make a chair you're sitting in. Heck, modded Minecraft has that understanding too, even if it gets annoying sometimes. When you're trying to right-click around stairs. I mean... At the very least, they make it so, yeah, oh, you could sit in a chair. Like, ooh, you could do it. And it's just like, something that you would think Minecraft would try. And have something like that. Or have... Maybe if you have wool stairs, you could right-click to sit on them. And that way you could have it be a couch. And I think that's the real reason they didn't want to give wool stairs. Because wool stairs would be able to make a proper couch. And they don't want that. Because that's not what their whole thing is, if you pay attention to what they're like. Protecting, rather. I don't know. That's just kind of where I end up going more and more. So I'm like, well, why? Having played enough other, like, not just Hytale, but, and I'm sure you've never seen it, but there's another game I like playing called Cubic Odyssey. I haven't played it in ages. I'd have to restart probably at this point, but it also has, where it's a voxel-based game, it's more sci-fi themed. So you got a lot of sci-fi tools and stuff. Gorgeous game. But again, it understands you're gonna want furniture. Even if you can't sit in it or anything. You're gonna want to be able to make it, kind of be able to make it feel home-like. Well, yeah, you can use stairs and things. There's only so far that can go. I only found out about it last year because of the Steam Next Fest. It was one of the games. It's very derpy looking sometimes. It's very beautiful, like it's scenery and everything. It's animals that were very derpy. And all that, but it's a fun play to play. And it is very much more story-based, again. And, I mean, it had issues when it came out, but it's not a bad game overall. And they immediately started working on fixing them. Like, fixing multiplayer. But they kept to their deadline, and they released the game when they said they were going to release it, and that was really the... And the bigger important part was the single-player mode. So I don't think it was a bad thing to make the choices they did. But it's beautiful. Again, it makes exploring worthwhile, but it's more like if you took Minecraft and, from what I've seen people the way describe it, it's like taking Minecraft and No Man's Sky and fusing them into one game kind of style of game. That would make Cubic Odyssey in a lot, effectively. Because it has lots of little planets. And it does the thing I wish Minecraft would have the ability to have, like, for just a... It doesn't have to... I don't want it for the main map, but I wish it was a map type. And that's kind of part of where I saw, like, I really feel like it makes it good, is where it's like... It behaves like a globe. As you run, eventually you get to the other side of the map. And it just loops, literally. So you can basically drive, fly, walk around the planet, and then go to a new planet. Which, for a game like a voxel bait, that's just like crazy. They pulled that out. And that's what they went with. But, like, it's not as... I would say it's not as good as Hytale. I think Hytale is better. And no, it didn't really get a whole lot of, like, attention, because it's just... You know, I think most people just looked at it and assumed it was just a Minecraft clone. And it does have Minecraft elements, but it is very different. Like, you can't mine without a mining tool, because it's sci-fi. And then you could basically mine anything, almost. A certain gear. And you even get a little robot friend named QB. And the premise is you're supposed to try and save your world was destroyed by the darkness, and you're effectively trying to save the universe from the darkness and save your world, kind of thing. And you ended up on the far reaches, being one of the many knights sent out, who hopefully eventually be able to clear away the darkness. It's got its issues, like the spy pirate. The space pirates are definitely frustrating, but it's still a nice game, and it does its own thing. And yeah, it really and truly does have several things in it. Cubic Odyssey. It did its own thing. There's more I was going with it than anything else, and it felt more in line with kind of what you would expect with an adventure style game. It also was just voxel based. It's cute. Yeah. They kept the demo up. And the demo honestly isn't that... Basically, it's just not got the full story. But I'm pretty sure you can technically still go to several of the planets anyway. Just not to get the story element to them. If I remember correctly. They basically just go up to a certain point in the tutorial. Technically, you don't need it. Also, it has laser guns. Laser guns everywhere. So, you know, absolutely fun. That's what I got into kind of more than anything else, was just... And yeah, I know of several others as well. That just kind of was like... Like I said, last year's Spring Next Fest, I was trying several games. Like, I tried that, I had tried Slurpunk there as well and stuff, and it just... Yes, lasers are pretty obligatory. I'm just saying it is... by its very nature, different than Minecraft. At least vanilla. And I had fun with it. And one of the things I appreciate is they have... So their music... Their normal music is not streamer safe, but they also have where they have streamer safe music as well, where they're like... You can turn that on and then you'll have streamer safe music. Or stream saves. Which so many games don't do that. I didn't realize I did that at first either, but then later I did, and I was just like, that's just such a smart thing to do. Or if you know that there's a decent chance that someone will get claimed. Having the music that is and isn't. Because I think they did license the music. I just don't think that they effectively licensed it for other people to use it. But still chose to have options, and I don't know. Overall, like I said, I just kind of appreciated that it was its own thing. On the surface, it looks like it's a Minecraft style game, but in reality, it really is just it's voxel-based, but it does its own thing. It's got spaceships, it's got lasers, it's got space stations and hyperdrive and all that. All the sci-fi goodness. Space pirates. An ancient evil taking over the universe that you have to somehow stop, even though you have no way of doing so, because you're just a knight, like a insignificant knight that somehow stumbled across the right things. Beautiful. Lovely story. Not really. I mean, it's a very basic story, but it serves its purpose in the game. And as I said, its biggest issue at launch was just that they could not get the multiplayer to work. But they got the game out, so spent like 2 months fixing multiplayer. So like I said, overall, while they do have that as a function, it was not its main idea. You could tell. Anyway, overall, I'm not like trying to like be like, hey. No, I get that. Like I said, I was saying I just appreciated that they at least had some thought put into that. And I appreciate any game dev that will put thought into the fact that it's like there's a chance that someone will play it on stream, you know? I did the wrong one of these. You know what? That's fine. Because, like, I don't, like, blame the people who are making the game necessarily, but it can be annoying. You don't want to be like, alright, is this legit or is it not? Anyway, as I said, I wasn't like trying to say like you have to play it or anything. I just appreciated the Minecraftness of it. But it's still doing its own thing. In a nice way. Fair enough. Because I think to me, like, a big thing I find myself thinking with them is it helps me think of what is missing from Minecraft. Because, like, you know, you'll have the feeling like you know something's missing, but you don't know what. And playing other voxel-based games helps kind of, at least in my head, kind of articulate some of that stuff. Like, what am I missing? That's kind of more where I end up going with those. Alright, we're gonna get some more lights for you guys. I don't really know how else to put it, just... I appreciate, being able to figure some of that stuff out. But I do just kind of wish that overall, biggest wish still comes back almost always to just, I mean, that's fine. That's up to you. But I think you'd have to get permission and stuff. I don't want to get you in trouble. But, yeah. No, just to me, like, I like... I'm not pretend like I have any ability of making a game. I just... The only thing is, the only thing I can ever share is just I've played enough games to be like, this is something I have seen work and things I've seen it hasn't. So I'm not gonna be like, probably not your best. Realistically. Yeah. There you go. That's fine. I get it, I get it. I suppose when your game comes out, you can tell me so I can try and put it on my wish list so I can try and get it. Or rather, not wish list, but more like, put it on future things to play. Potentially. But no, I definitely... I feel like so many games just kind of fall into the... The weird thing is how many games like fall into this... It needs to be so... How do I put it? Like, balance is important, but it's okay to have a little bit of fun. I think that's my biggest thing I've seen so often with games. Is it just like... No, that's what I was saying. That's why I said when it comes out. Notice how I put that very, very specifically. Just feel free to tell me at that point. I'll keep an eye out. But I didn't say now. I understand. It's not. You're under, not just under NEAs and stuff, but you don't want to share it really. Either way. That's fine. I'm not... It's fine. I'm not sure how else to put it. Fair enough. I was more meaning when you could... I was using that as a general... from what I've seen, even then, it's like, you can't say then, don't say then. I was more just trying to say, like, who knows? For all you know, I'll randomly come across it on my own. You had no idea. I come across all kinds of weird games. Well, weird isn't the right word, but I'm like, do I want to play? No. feel like keeping my eye out for stuff. But no, I was just more meaning like, don't say anything that's gonna get you in trouble. That was more my saying. Because I get it, it's work. It's your job. Anyway, yeah. I do hope your game does do well, though. Or your couple been working on. Fair enough. But no, like I said, to me, I think my bigger thing I have seen so often is something gets out to the game. It feels... I don't know. I would say feels more than actually is, because a lot of the times, to get it to work for some of these things, it's like, well, you have to go through all these different steps. And that's what I would say with Minecraft especially, you know? Where it's like, yeah, you have to go through 15 different steps to get this to work, but it can work, so therefore it must be nerfed. And that's more where I kind of go with, like, Minecraft and things like that, where I look at things like that and I go, but should it be? Or should it not be? And that's kind of how I end up feeling with things like, in this game with mending and, like, Elytra. I don't think they need, or villagers even. I think instead, buffing the other systems would be smarter. Because the other systems, more than, in this case, like, more than, like, these systems needing a nerf, it's just that the other systems need a buff. And realistically, I feel like, especially when you look at older versions of Minecraft, you could see where some of these things were more in line, and then they nerfed it. It's like, I kind of feel like that's something to look at with, like, pretty much anything. Weirdly enough, with with Minecraft. If it does anything outside of the exact what it's supposed to do, that needs to be removed. If it's a bug that has, especially for Bedrock, if it's a bug that has destroyed the game, oh, that can be left in for weeks, months, years. I had enough of them, that's why I stopped playing Bedrock. Like I said, like the big one was, it wasn't the one that was supposed to have my role get deleted. No. It was the update after that one. Which meant it was just gone, and I was so glad I had made the backup when I did, but I don't want to even go look, because it's like... It was so frustrating. It was like... I can't even fix it. And even if I was to fix it, I can't actually make a more proper backup of the game if I'm not in the game, because it won't let me, because it decided I don't own my own game when I'm on this computer. Because I dare to play on a computer that doesn't have the same Windows account, and it's just things like that to me. That's what I hate. I stopped playing Bedrock. Even though I like Bedrock. I do. You know? I don't know why I'm just rambling now. Trying to decide what to do specifically. And that's why I feel it's a shame. Like... Even if I had fully, even if I full. Alrighty. I hope you have a good evening. I don't know. Yeah, they're not very interesting when I'm talking about. But yeah, I do hope you have a good evening. Anyway. Bye. Hmm. Let me see. I still need to grow more. I just need more food. Also, since I'm here... I wonder if I could just do this. Alright. Yep. Alright, cool. So this is gonna go... Oh, that is a zombie. Where did you come from? Yeah, you. Where did you come from? Where? I think Buddha's reacting. Like, who? Who? Not you, buddy. Sleep. It came from nowhere. Alright. There we go. I mean, I need a lot of bone meal anyway, eventually for flowers and things. And I'm gonna ask the snackers, are you still here and are you planning on sending me out? So I think it's a fair question to ask. So I'm gonna take that as a no. Well, I mean, in the sense that no. Good. So I guess leaves me safe to do as I please. Alright. Yeah, I've got 4 of these suckers. Maybe I should save enough to be able to use. Ooh, hello. Hello, hello, hello. Okay. Alright. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, it was okay. I basically just kind of collapsed because I was... The asthma is just messing up my life. Well, hopefully I'll be better soon. Yeah, it's just mostly a cough. It's just a bad cough. How much health have you got? Oh, 58. But... see. Come here. Yep. Anyway, I'll probably be feeling better in a bit. Just gonna take a little while. I'm gonna make sure I give myself tea later. Or the horsetail tea. Because, you know, it does work for me. You know what? I'm going to do... that. Alright, so... but, yeah. Did I hear him? No? And there's, I think, some hedgehogs over there. Right now. But I don't need more. Oh no, it's just boars. Going. Never mind. They're just sebos. Anyway, I'll be fine. I guess the question though, Chris, is are you planning on sending me out? Or am I safe? Changing the scenery, if you will. Okay. Cool. I just need to know because I had, like, no food on me. Oh. Oh, I need... I need you. No, I put you down. You're a despawn if I'm not careful. Nope. Aha! You're gonna go inside the boat till I can get the fish. Good. Let me go get fish. in case I need extra. We need the baby. Yeah, you. Oh, that did not take as much fish as I thought it would. Inside you go. Alright. Well, back to, okay, first let's do... so that I will already have 2 of them done. Like that. As you could... By the way, what do you think, Chris? Improved at all? Not in here, mind you, but out here. So we've got this side over here. And you have where you go through. And then it's just smooth all the way down. I do need to finish the ceiling, though, or fix up the ceiling to match the rest. Ordered a different ceiling type. We've also got a kitchen here, actually done. The stairs go on up, right, nicely. This isn't done yet, though. Yeah. And then here, this is my storage room now. It's a little different. Than it was. But I have to decide what I want to do for the ceiling in here. And down. So I don't think I want to do the same thing. That's basically what I've been working on the last couple, because I was just like, you know, I'm not being sent out too much anyway, so I'm just going to work on my base. It needs to be, like, it just needs some help. So, yeah, that's kind of where I've been focusing my attention. Oh, that's a tall one. But I see even more things of goodness. But that's basically my focus, because, I mean... we got the rice, like... and that was one of my big focuses as well. Or had been. Up to that point, and then you just kind of... Yeah, but I knew the ceiling wasn't done, that's why I was like, but other than that, that's not done. I've still got a bit. Alright. Oh, another light. Alright. There. Alright. Alright, yep, I can sleep. Okay. But other than that, I did also fix up the plushie room. I don't know if you've seen that. Oh, too far. The plushie room. I should probably readjust these because I picked many. Well, that's why they're at the bottom, isn't it? No. I need them. And look, we have all these axolotls. And they do have names. This room will be something. And then this room's just like this. Maybe here. Oh. Well, it's no longer what it was. Oh well. I want... I like that. I might move it elsewhere. But I mean, that's nice in here. Also nice to know if we could change what these paintings are. It actually looks nice. But no, I can't burn the room. There's not really much to it. I'm still missing, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 5 of them. Oh, we'll get a second moss bloom spawn egg. Oh, I want that. But I don't know when to find that. Yeah. I did complete stuff, though. Yeah, so that's like so useless. Alright, so this is wood. You know, this could go in here. Cooch. White grape juice. Yeah, but I don't really care about that. It can go in fruit. Useless pickaxe. Alright. Suppose I have the tiniest amount of... What did I hear? Oh, I must be hearing the villagers on the other side. Anyway, but doesn't the brew house feel like more of an actual... Or they're just... It's cozy now. I think. Alright. So, we're gonna adjust their beds a little bit here. I want them to actually have their beds go over here. And I'll probably put like 3 more as well. There you guys go. Beds. There we go. And then we'll just change things up a little bit. Here, you can sit on top of where the wine would go. I don't think that can go in there, yeah. Is there a large wine storage? I don't think there is. For all wine bottles, yes, I thought. But it didn't work before. But maybe it will now. It's supposed to be able to store. Oh. Okay. Huh. So now I could put the wine in. Nice. Ta-da! Now there's wine on top as well. I just have some coffee, some tea, for, again, the caffeine's for my asthma. I've got Breathe Easy tea, and I've got some water. That should be the last one of these, I think. And then we have sugar right here to go into red grape wine. We can make basic wine that way. Basically, I have things that have worked in the past for my asthma. There are chickens? Nope. Wow. How far do you think I throw? Let's say you grab an egg, right? And then we just go up to the top of that up there. I wonder if I could take the water from here. Angle. I think it did. If it didn't, it was barely. I think it did. At least. That's not it. That was chicken that was already there. To be clear, that wasn't like, Anyway. But yeah, I've just got things for my cough. Wait, where's my... Alright, so here's what I'm thinking. As I run out of bread. I should probably cook something. Heartier, shouldn't I? Alright, but more importantly, botanist workbench, we can do these now. I kind of like that. I want to do these. And then these can get the... I think that would look nice in this room. Space. Let me just see. It might be too much. Oh, way too much. Crossbow pole is so bad. I'll figure something else out there. Probably the wood. But I don't think these will look bad. Yeah, that's nice. Can I take this from you? That's better. Excuse me. Light inspection. Nicer lights being put in. Totally not cheaper lights. Oh yeah, we can find out what's the guy's next trade. Next trade, man. Spectral arrows and nether. Ooh, nether quartz on its own, huh? Fancy. Alright, I think... Actually, you know what? Alright, alrighty. Anyway, what kind of wood should we give them for their, home? Maybe Sugi? Yeah, maple. Maybe just regular maple. It feels a little cheap, but I think it would look nice in their house. Yeah. Perfect. Of course, we'll make one more bed to go in here as well. Can't forget that. Yep, the sound of burbs. Well, I mean, I think that's pretty much everywhere, isn't it? Anywhere you can't hear the sound of burbs? Burbs. I actually kind of like that. For potential rooftop. I mean, I could do that, but I kind of like the idea of it being something a little bit more... Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I think that looks nice. And then we'll add some lanterns or something. And it'll be amazing. Gotta get through this part first. Alright. 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 And as I've said, I don't know how far I want to go with this. There. That was the last one, too. That was perfect. And then we'll do lanterns. I might do more of these. I kind of like how they look. They feel very much in line with the kind of ideal. Even if I'm doing something very different on the inside. Yeah, hi. There we go. So we can have that be like that. I actually kind of like the idea of coming all the way up to here. Need one more. Alright. Yeah, I know I should sleep. I'll sleep in a second. I'll just sleep on the floor. Yeah. I see you. Let me put this on here. Yes. I actually think this has got more of a actual thing to it now. So if we put this here, let me move this here for now. Yes. Go on and do your job. Not like you're gonna go anywhere else. There, so that makes it feel like it's got a bit of an entrance to it. I almost like the idea, at least for now, of continuing it out this way. So that it kind of comes off as... like that. Ta-da! So they have their own little home. Yeah? And then boop. Yep. And then get 3 of these. There. And that should do that. Alright. There. It's not like perfect, but it's lit. I get 1 more piece of iron and I can make another 3 that can go down the hallway. Alright. I mean, yeesh, they're cheap. And they look nice and they kind of fit the style. 2, 3, 4. What do you think? I could make a few more of these and then have them all go down the hall. I think I need like 6 more. And it just feels so much nicer too. Mm-hmm. And then... Alright. One more. I mean, technically I could put more in, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's perfect. Yep. So I, need that. And then once that's done, then they'll come down, right? Lights on the inside. Look pretty good. It feels much more, I don't know, in line. Alright, I do want to remove this light. That one was already removed. Yeah, okay. It's sort of feeling more like a village, kind of, other than the fact that it's underground, but like I said before, all I really gotta do at the end is instead wall that off, and then they can come and go as they please. Which is more my goal, I think, at the end of the day. Have each of them kind of become accustomed to their homes. And then that's that. And obviously you have where it branches off into different things in different places. I probably need more in here as well, but I kind of want to remove the ceiling and replace it with the ceiling that I am doing instead. Alright, yeah, I just kind of started working towards more kind of, I don't know, design style. Okay. Last piece of bread before I go grab some more. Alright. There we go. Oh, oops, I didn't mean to do that, but it's fine, it'll regrow. Alright. And then ironically, just gotta do the same thing in here. I'll take that down a second. Oh. I need to go replace that. Crap. Like, what is that? How was there smoke there? That's how. Crap. I need to go fix that. It's in smoke items. Yeah, that's why I can't go any higher. Not that I realized that till now. But I wasn't planning to anyway. Here we go. Oh, we've got those over there, so we'll just quickly... there, and then... there. Alright. Oh, almost forgot the important part. Alright. And then... that's what I did, right? Yeah. Think. Or do I need to go to the other thing? I think this is it there, right? Yeah. Alright, or, you know, I could instead... I thought. But I do still need to use these for this. Alright. There we go. There we go. And then, yeah, I do want to have this here, and I want to have this here. I need like 2, 3 more. I wonder if I can make a facade block. I don't think so. Did I actually have any more? Yes. Right. Alright, I did drink, by the way. Just in case you're curious. Alright, Alright. And then we just grab one of these. And I mean, I know that not every single one of them is covered, but I don't know, I think it looks a lot better already. Oh, I almost forgot to put the light back. There. That should feel more like an actual kind of little area. The only thing I kind of wish I could do is... Although... The silver... Yeah, I could do a silver. Because we have silver. I've already been thinking I should probably cook it up, so let's go put that. Got it for things. All right. We could cook that. Well, you take another drink. Alright, well, it's mostly cooked. There we go. Alright. The outdoor area. But I don't really need any more. In my inventory, I need a second one. Hopefully we can just close this. Have them be closed. Don't tell me they need to be powered. Oh, I got an idea though. They just need to be powered, right? I don't think this works right now. Yeah. There we go. And then over again. So here, 1, 2, 3. There we go. Nice. My whole home should be starting to really feel kind of put together. Alright, now other things we can do with clutter. With these, what was this again? Oh, yeah. Great computer. Doors. Candelabras. Chandeliers, rather. That was good. Tiara. Silver chains. Blocks of silver. Good stuff. What else was there? Yeah, and then you can use it to make your stuff look fancier, I guess. Alright. I'm satisfied with that. Bread. I should probably do the main entrance area as well. Well, that doesn't really look all that great at all, does it? Kinda actually want to move this. Here, so it feels a little bit more fancy there. Move that there potentially. But we can move. I hear thunder. Wow, I did good there. I don't know if I really want this here. I don't know, I feel like it'd make more sense to have it over here. Or something like that. Alright. Alright. And this is just a decoration. And it is made of metal, so it'll go in there. Let's... Wait, what we got? I don't like the idea. I'll have to decide after I've done a little bit. Actually, since I kind of want to add in the other there. I feel like that's a little too dark. Being able to do this. I think it'll feel nice as you walk in. Okay. Crap. Well. I don't know how to do that anyway. I would like... No, that would be right. I need ebony. Actually works. If you know what you're looking at least. Okay. And then... There. Alright. Okay. I think I need to build this taller now. Yeah, it feels a little tall or short. That just means that we can make this a little shorter here. Ba 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 ba. Alright. 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 It was already... Hey. Hey. Cool. And here. I need a few more, but once I have them in place, it'll all be good. Perfect. Yeah. What I would want to do here... do these. Alright. So... I'll probably do more of the same there, but... Oh, I can sleep now. Or should sleep. There we go. To improve our entrance. And then from there, what I kind of wish I had was some sort of, like, I don't know. I kind of have an image in my head, but I don't know if I'll find anything that will match what I want. You know, actually, maybe oak would be good. Like oak planks for what I'm looking for. Or, you know what? That's kind of what I'm looking for. Alright, that's not in the right spot. Alright. I hear you, baby. Okay. Alright. Burger. I feel like I say that a lot, but it really is what I often end up having. There was a side dish of mac and cheese, because that just was what there was. I just ate what was there. Thought I heard you, mister. He was behind me. He'll be coming over in a minute. Generally, that's just kind of how it goes. When I'm not feeling well to... When nobody's feeling great. Oh, I did have a piece of the leftover cake I baked for Mom as well, I guess you could say, for food I had today. To be clear, the cake in question has lots of protein. Eggs and all that. Well, it's a gluten-free cake that I make, but has... It's basically almond flour and eggs, and extract, and sugar. I mean, it does have sugar. I'm not gonna say it doesn't, but... And the flavor I went with is like a flavor that Mom likes. So, like, I went with a bergamot cake, and I went with a lemon orange icing. Cream cheese icing, really. That I made out of cream cheese, butter, and a tiny amount of sugar, and, like I said, lemon and orange extract. Or liqueur. So that's kind of what I went with. I just went with tiny slices. It wasn't like it's huge. But it's like, I would say 60 to 70% protein kind of thing. Because it really is mostly just almond flour and eggs. The humidity decided to mess with me, so it didn't come out like perfectly spongy lovely, but it was still a nice flavor. But since Mom doesn't like cake, but felt like she had to have cake. I tried to make it something that was more in line with, like I said, just flavors Mom likes. But also work in a hot, summery kind of weather. Because honestly, that's what I felt like was far more important. Than it being more cake-like. But it's an easy enough cake to make. So long as you're willing to spend time on it. Not sure how else to describe it. But yep, that's what I did. That is what I did. That's how I spent my Saturday evening. But I was honestly happy with the final result. I was a little worried that it was gonna be like iffy. Because while I knew it's a winning flavor combination, does not mean it'll come out well. There. So now we have stairs in. I think what I want to do here is I want to let these grow here. And then we'll have a covered entrance, right? Anyway, I'm not sure how else to answer that other than that. Because that's the answer. Alright. So, yeah, that's really the answer. It's just... I'm not sure what else to say. Could we make a spatula? I doubt it does anything, but it'd be funny. Nope. Yep. So can we actually look at what goes on it? Nope. Maybe it would work. I mean, obviously, spoon doesn't work either. There is a ladle. Okay. Can this go on the rack? No. Okay. Well, at least we can do this. Yes? Yes. Let me think. What other kind of things would you put on there? I don't know. Nope. What does this come from specifically? Farm charm. It's a farm charm. So what kind of tools come from farm charm? Nothing. Wow. Shame on me for thinking that there would be something here. Other than nice, is there anything else a Farmer's Delight? No. I mean, I wasn't expecting anything, because that's not introduced to that. Maybe we could put a pan up there. It's cheap enough. Alright. I should also check to see if we can make a tent. Just gonna look through while I'm waiting. Candlelight. Chocolate. Not really anything else, though. You could do... Alright, but it's a romantic candlelight dinner. What was the other one? Meadow? I don't think Meadow's gonna have anything. Ooh. Not really what I was looking for. Isn't there a... I don't know. Cheese. There's chests, but not cheese. Wow. Whatever. I mean, like, it would be logical that it could go up. Yeah. What was others for the candle? Nothing else too obvious. Look through, I guess, all of these and see if there's anything else here, right? That I just haven't thought to check. I guess I didn't check binary. Binary might have something. And yeah, oh, I missed the A. You're like, wait, there totally is. The A, the purple infusion. I know I'm not in real, and I to go, uh-oh. Is it stuttering? I haven't even gone anywhere this time. Why are you stuttering? You know, I remember, wasn't there a thing that said... I have to check something. That I remembered was a thing that I saw on here that I'm not seeing right now. Better fix. That shouldn't do anything then. I haven't messed with anything. Server thread priority. It shouldn't be. What about this? No, but it is running smoother. Sort of. Let me push it up a second here. I think there's an issue. I'm gonna set it back to what it was, because I don't... I'm not, like, rendering, like, anything. So I'm thinking what it is... I do need to finish anyway, so it doesn't really matter all that much, but I think it might just be the, but it's not like I'm doing anything that should have hit, like, some limit there, right? For that, all I did was replace blocks. Not enough blocks to do anything. So, I'm instead inclined to think... Is that a skeleton? but maybe I don't know. Can't figure it out. Like last time I understood why. I mean, I had just gone out way too far. But even while I've done all these other things here, there shouldn't have been too much here. Although, I might just have to give it more... I don't know. RAM or something. We'll see. I think I basically made it to the same point, and yet again it just kind of died. Which is kind of annoying. I haven't really done anything in that way. I mean, I've let you guys send me out. I just don't know what it is. What was the thing that was too much? Though it's entirely plausible, I just have to, like, exit out of everything and then go back in. Like, if CurseForge had an issue, I could believe it would be that. Just go in there for now. Like, it's not behaving like if it was actually, like, super lagging. It's behaving like it's caught on something, but I don't know what it's caught on. Here's a question. Shall we test it? Going to the Nether just a second, just to see, is it that it's just caught on something here? I'm gonna do that. I'm not actually going to the Nether. I am testing. It's got less issues here. Not much, but it definitely isn't... It's still bad. Don't get me wrong, but... There's a cat there. Well, that's awkward. It is smoother here. Which means it is localized to there. How about we try this one more time? Next time? And if not, we'll just say we're done with this mod pack and I gotta find a new one. Which is fine. We knew there was a possibility of that. This was our best shot kind of thing. Because it's not... Like, it's behaving like it's just got that tiniest bit of lag, but not any of the other things that would be doing with it. It's like having that tiniest bit of lag, so I'm not sure. We never made it to the end on either playthrough. Just because it was... So, how about if next time it's still acting a little bit funky? I can't just like, maybe we start trying to work towards that. In fact... I am going to set it up so that we know where the stronghold is. Okay? Oh, right. Alright. Better stronghold. Alright, we're not actually teleporting, we're using this. And then we're going into here. Alright. No way. How far away is it? I have been over it! It's so sad. Well, not over, but I was like right here. Okay, well, we now know where that is. Anyway, well, I could somewhat fix it. I can't 100%. So... Or short term, rather. I guess I'll gear up enough to go ahead and fight it. It isn't that hard to do, I think. I'm not gonna go get netherite or anything like that. I'm just gonna straight up just stick to, like, I guess obsidian would do. It's expensive, but... Oh, but wait, I can't really do that either without the other... Diamond is fine. We'll set spawn, we'll go to that, and then that's what we'll do next time. Well, maybe not next time. If it does fix itself, we'll just start preparing to go. But if not, that's where I'm gonna say it's gonna kind of be... I'll have to just figure out a different one. It was still fun to do while I could, it just... I don't really know what I'm missing, or what I'm doing. I'd probably just mined out too much underground, but then that's not really great either, because it's like... That's where we end up going for some of these challenges. I mean, I really would have to... Well, we could pick other things. It's not the end of the world. No, it's not. And I'd say I just need to get further away, but I don't think I do. I think... Because we already know that doesn't work. I think I just have to leave it for tonight, and then... hope the next time I play, whether that be tomorrow or Friday. Sure. You can. Or whatever, right? I can then be more sure that, it isn't just I've hit my limit. Well, the thing is, I can't guarantee you that it's just like a lunch or just, you know, it hit a little... It could be as simple as it just like hit a little hitch in the road, right? And if I exit and I go through the whole effort of restarting, it might just be fine. In fact, do you want me to try and see? But I can't really guarantee that it will be enough for right now. Alright. Like I said, I mean, I'm sure it's just probably I have too many modded things together that I've done. Alright, well, we'll see what happens next time. For all we know, it'll be just fine. It'll be like, yeah, that never happened. But you know what? I'm at least satisfied that I got most of this place up and kind of fancied. Because I wasn't sure if I would be able to. And I was, so that's good, right? Here, as long as I'm here anyway. But frankly, I think it was even the same amount of time almost. That it just kind of has collapsed. So it's entirely plausible that it just can't really be played past a certain number. And that's just that. I don't need 4. Do I? I don't think I do. Beginning, I have done absolutely nothing here. There's everything in here. I'm just gonna say that could be mine, right? Yeah, I don't know. I don't like that. I just want it to be the cats. I think that'll do. But yeah, I mean, at least I basically completed it, right? It feels good to walk around in. There is that. But yeah. I'm gonna probably try this one at least one more time and just see if I can't do something that'll let me at least go to the end and fight the Ender Dragon once. Because I did want to do that. I wanted to see which end mod pack they used. But since there's no guarantee, I'll have to just look through to see if there's anything else. Anything new I'm interested in. Well, new's not necessarily correct. In general. Anyway. I hope you guys have a wonderful day / night / whatever it is for you. Thank you for popping in. Thank you for sticking around. And, yeah.